now we're going to go through a couple more examples of how to find place value, or what a specific digit in a number is worth. So, as I said in the last video, all we're doing is basically we're just turning the rest. You can basically just turn the rest of the numbers into zero, and then just keep the number that's underlined. And if you do that and keep the decimal place where it is, then that will give you the value of it, right? So I know that this 6 right here is in the tens place, because this is the ones, because the decimal is here. So this is ones and this is tens. So if the 6 is in the tens place, it's just worth 60. Now I could, if I wanted to, put 0, 0 here, but that just equals 60. So if after the decimal it's just zeros, you don't have to write it. So the 6 in the tens place is always worth 60. Now this is in the thousands place. I know it's in the thousands because this is the first comma. So the 5 in the thousands place is just worth 5,000. Very simple. Okay, 61 and 2/10. Here, actually, I do want to go back, and I would like to show you how it would be if we were going to find the this 6, what the value of this 6 would be. So, as I said, all of these numbers will just turn to 0, right? Anything, if you're looking for the place value after the decimal, then anything before the decimal will just turn into 0, right? Because the place value here is obviously worth less than 1. So this turns into a 0. And then any number before or after it turns into a 0 as well. I don't necessarily have to write this 0, because 6/100ths is also equal to 61,000ths, as this would be. And I mean, I could keep writing zeros, and as long as there are only zeros after this, you could write them infinitely, and it doesn't change the value. But the answer for this one, if we were looking at this underlined, it would just be 6/100ths. So basically, when you're looking for place value, all you're looking to do is figure out what what place value the number that you're specifically looking for is, and then just write that number in that place value with the rest of the numbers being 0, and that'll give you the value of it. I also wanted to just point out one other thing here. So in some problems, they'll say, let's just give this a 1 and this 6 a 2, okay? And they'll say, they'll be like, compare the value of 1 to the value of 2, right? It'll say something along those lines, or what is the difference in value, okay? Now, basically, this 6, okay, is how many hops over from this 6. So it would be 1, 2 to the left, okay? So since I'm going 2 to the left, so this 6 is actually worth 100 times this 6, okay? Since I'm hopping 2 to the left, it would equal 100 times, right? Because now if I'm hopping only 1 to the left, it would be 10 times the amount. And if I were going the other way, I'm hopping 2 to the right, right? 2 place values to the right, so 1, 2, then it would be 1/100th. So number 2 would be 1/100th of number 1. And number 1 is 100 times number 2. That's what it's worth. So hopefully that kind of makes sense there. We'll get into that a little bit more, I think, in future videos. But hopefully that's a good introduction, because that is a kind of a common question that they ask for some reason. Like, how does the 6 in this number relate to the 6 in this number? How many times more is it worth? And although so that seems to be a common question, even if it seems like I don't know, seems like an odd question to ask, and it has no real world value, I guess. But I guess they're just trying to make sure you understand how place value works. But all right, so hopefully that helped explain things.